Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into a daily read. We're here to talk about Thursday or thereabout. I, of course, hope you're doing well out there. But just like we did it in the previous daily read for Wednesday, I decided to pre-pull several cards, an overall oracle, overall tarot, and then three supporting cards as well from the tarot deck. Anyways, as a struggle per usual, we're beginning with an overall oracle of light. Okay. Don't be surprised when throughout this Thursday at certain points or in general, it feels like I'm hearing you're walking on water or you're walking on a cloud. It's very much one, if not multiple spirits in that moment or in those moments, making you feel light, light as a feather is what I just heard, okay? You might find that as well, this is assisting with what you're accomplishing, who you're connecting with, and even just embracing changes now what I'm getting. But we're moving on to the overall tarot card, the Judgment card. Now you're going to be feeling as if honesty, integrity is part of this day. Interesting. Didn't expect that one. But I do feel like as well, release is going to be coming into play at certain points in order for you to feel more grounded. All right. I do feel as if, yeah, because grounded and healing, as I stutter a bit, are at the bottom of the deck. Now, intertwining with the light card, I feel as if Spirit's saying, when you heal from what you've been through, even from what you're still having to cope with, deal with, and accomplish along your path, and reground yourself all the meanwhile, you have a lighter way of being, all right? I wouldn't be surprised if, like myself, a lot of wish drawn to the reading are considered, and even consider yourself to be a form of a light worker, all right? And I'm hearing we thank you for this. Now, moving on to the Eight of Wands. Actually, going back to the Judgment card, they're saying now when this ends up being a day where we're prioritizing and gifting you this light as a feather kind of feeling, this angelic feeling, what are you doing too much of? What are you doing too little of? Where can you adjust, adapt a bit better and tweak things to your advantage so that you can maintain this more so moving forward and even bring it on back when things affect you and slip-ups come to be, all right? We need to be truthful towards, ourselves so that we can keep things. I'm seeing a literal feather in an image, a vision. Again, light as a feather is what they want to title this reading. But moving on to the Eight of Wands, it's also a day of communication. You're going to feel as if, for the most part, communicating this and that of importance, and even for fun or just joy and connecting for the sake of connecting, comes to be quite easily. I wouldn't be surprised if you feel the need to or just naturally accomplish things quite slowly. Jumping to the last card, we have the Knight of Pentacles. But it does feel like with these two being on the board together, for me personally as a reader, I look at this at times speaking upon fast accomplishing, fast movement, even time flying on by, and this can at times speak upon the complete opposite, slow movement, slow accomplishing in the day or the period that we're speaking upon, otherwise moving quite slowly. You know what I'm saying? So you might find there's an alternation, wow, as I'm being messed with. You may find that the day kind of goes back and forth between the two in certain ways, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is mainly your energy, and that's part of why you're feeling light as a feather. But then this is more so speaking upon other fast accomplishing outside of you movement and energy otherwise, but as well speaking mainly upon your communicating, all right? Self-communication, putting these two together, all right? Self-judgment is also part of this day. Somebody is heavily judging themselves in regards to the shape that you're in, but Spirit's saying that's not going to do you any justice. If, for example, going with that message, if you're not happy with the shape or completely happy with the shape that you're physically in, then make a change or make several changes. This could be definitely tying back into what you need to be honest with yourself in regards to, okay? But I just feel as if you're going to be diminishing this light as a feather feeling and energy moving forward past this day, especially if you add that heaviness in the form of judgment, towards yourself. You know what I'm saying? But moving on to the other card on the board, the Six of Cups, we're going to be giving you flashbacks throughout this day. You're going to be remembering when you were gifted certain levels of energy, when you were gifted certain rewards, forms of abundance. For somebody specifically, I'm getting money. But I do feel as if appreciation is now coming through. You're needing to remember how blessed you truly are. You need to remember how easily things have happened, rewinding back. I get that's not obviously 24/7. Life, our individual paths have its difficulties, right? And struggles otherwise. But it's not a day to remember those per se. You are going to need to remember how well things have worked out for you at certain points because, again, you're blessed. And this day is no exception to that, okay? Basically saying you're going to be pushed to notice certain levels of abundance throughout this day, obviously coming in a multitude of forms so that you can, feel the sense of gratitude, appreciation, and therefore I want to say manifest and co-create more of which, fast forwarding past this day. But I do feel as if there's typing of importance I'm getting randomly, all right? If you are someone who has to respond to emails, text messages, it could be on social media, you need to be on top of that because there are people maybe a little bit concerned that need your assistance. It could be in regards to an opportunity or two that needs to be maintained or scored is what I just heard. Things need to be checked off your to-do list. It feels like that kind of day. Now, it doesn't mean you have to rush. It doesn't mean you have to stress about it. That's not going to help you, and it will definitely strip away this feeling that you're meant to be one with. But again, slow and steady wins the race. But going back to the communication part of the reading in the day, you need to be on top of that communication because I feel as if you're going to be solidifying in the minds of others, okay, or one person in particular. But the bottom of the tarot deck, we have the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords. So the number 22 being on the board, I just was pushed to look at an infinity symbol. So the possibilities coming into play in the midst of you feeling maybe a bit hidden in the dark or just confused, having questions. But I do feel as if Spirit's saying, just because you don't have the whole, picture moving forward in regards to what lies ahead, just because you don't fully understand what's happening behind closed doors. Interesting. Could be in regards to a connection. It doesn't have to be romantic or even the potential of which, but wow, I just was shown a dove outside, a vision. You need to be keeping the hope alive, all right? It's as if Spirit's saying, if you had all the answers, things wouldn't go exactly as they're meant to, right? Partially, as planned. But I feel as if a house situation as well is taking a focus. How is this benefiting you? How is this not? It may as well be for somebody in regards to a new one lying ahead for you. But I feel as if the color red is as well significant for you. And the color orange. You're going to be needing to trust your intuition at certain points throughout this period in regards to when to feel something out, when to look up the spiritual meaning of something or the angel number meaning, because I wouldn't be surprised if the day does involve synchronicities, all right? Messages, downloads coming straight from Spirit. Someone is well drawn to the reading, and I absolutely, am one of which. You're a vivid dreamer, and that's significant for this day. I had the longest dream last night of me doing a long reading, okay? It was just very random, and it wasn't even significant. It just was, I'm hearing, to take up space. Moving right along. So I feel as if your confusion is more purposeful than it feels in the moment or in general, all right? Don't be surprised when we answer a question you ask, whether it's more in a moment of feeling, it could be something you think, something you speak, to your guides, to your angels, to, source. But I do feel as if for the most part, you still will feel these question marks existing within your mind and whatnot when this day is wrapped up. But I do feel as if there's at least one answer you're getting, okay? But I feel like you need to be taking better care of yourself, even if you feel like you have been doing a really good job at that. There's always more you can be, more resources you can put towards taking care of yourself, all right? But the Lover's card as well. I feel as if you're going to be remembering the choices that you've made rewinding back in order to feel stronger, because that's going to be essential for you. I want to as well say there's going to be love and appreciation flowing towards you because you not only deserve it, but you need it. All right. This may lift you back up when you're feeling in a funk at a certain point, or, if you're just feeling a little bit out of it. There's also going to be random phone calls, maybe a random voicemail or two. I don't really feel as if that's significant communication for you to keep up with or even, answer, respond to. But I do feel like, once again, going back to typing, that's of importance. But moving right along to wrap up this beautiful reading, it's a day where it's going to be full of communication, once again, honesty, slow accomplishing, and flashbacks. All right. It's a day where Spirit's saying you deserve to feel and experience this light as a feather, way of being. All right. So do yourself justice by knowing how to maintain and even increase that or bring it on back moving forward. Okay. So if this was truly helpful, sending you so much love and light.